Joe Rogan cannot have Kamala on his show. Cannot. Under any circumstances whatsoever, he cannot. And the reason for it is simple. He will, no matter what he does, he will be viewed as a wimp by virtue of his group, his fan base, of which I proudly include myself in membership. Kamala is an idiot, a Boeotian, a dimwit, a dullard, a person who was so devoid, so absent, so vacuous, so inane, that for him not to destroy her, using his considerable wit and knowledge and the like, would forever be viewed by his audience as his being a sellout. And he can't do that. He may try to be the gentleman. He may try to give her a chance. And you can't do this. You have to go in for the kill. You're a UFC fighter. You have spent your time understanding the notion of pugilism and martial arts. And for you to give this woman anything even appearing to be a way out will forever brand you as some kind of an atesticular wimp among your legions of fans who want a bloodthirsty decapitation of this Boeotian. And there's no other way around it. When she is going on this Bret Baier thing, this is going to be a joke because Bret Baier realizes a couple of things. This is a fellow from Fox. Bret Baier is harmless. Bret Baier's up, it's Bret Baier. Somebody came in, I'm sure somebody, either his agent or somebody said, oh, listen, Bret, lest you get some crazy idea, you must understand something, though, that when it comes to Kamala, the Murdoch boys, the sons, love her and their wives. So you cannot possibly hurt her, harm her, whatever. It doesn't matter. Remember, there are people who are going to find you as having been imprisoned and likewise, feckless and atesticular. But believe me, you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars with virtually no recognizable or identifiable talent whatsoever. And you're going to do nothing to risk that. Don't worry, they'll get over it. She's going to give you 25 minutes tops. She's going to let you, do something. She'll have the questions. Don't even think about this. Yes, you're going to be laughed at. Yes, you're going to be mocked. Yes, you're going to be ridiculed as a POS wimp in the same realm almost of Mr. Jazz Hands, Mr. Tampon Timmy. But you're going to do that because you will never find a gig like this. You enjoy wealth that is so immense by virtue of doing nothing. You are so boring as a human being. You are so boring that I probably could independently and effectively reverse teen pregnancy rates by having you explain the sex act in exquisite detail. After 5 minutes, don't ever want to touch it. You suck the life out of anything. You could make me boring to me. You have this uncanny ability to say nothing. You are vanilla. You're anodyne. You are no hits, no runs, no errors. Just vanilla, plain yogurt, vapid, void of anything even remotely appearing to be significant. Okay, fine. Joe Rogan's a different story. You see, as Mr. Tuttle in the National Review says, we live in a world right now where the televisual era is over, and the informational economic platform, if you will, is today digital. And you know that, and I know that, and Barack Obama may have been the last televisual person or candidate who actually played it right. Though he kind of strayed. Remember when he was doing the Jimmy Fallon thing? And remember when Bill Clinton was doing the sax on the Arsenio Hall show? I mean, there are people who strayed. Nixon did Suck It To Me on Laughing. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to Kamala, that's why she's on I'm Your Daddy or Charlemagne the God. I mean, she goes on, and it's worse. Because what people don't understand, they never grasp the notion of her, is that there's nothing there. She has nothing there. She's devoid of any kind of any life. There's no Kamala. She doesn't exist. She doesn't. Kamala está quemada, for my West Tampa friends. Joe Rogan will not be able to say, okay, I'll do 25 minutes. No, he'll do 2 hours. And he will just, even if he's nice to her, she can't go the distance. She doesn't know anything. And one of the biggest things that people have a hard time understanding and grasping and trying to figure out is how in the name of God did she ever get in this position in the first place? How did this ever happen? How did she ever get to the position of running? And they all hate her. Obama hates her. Biden hates her. Jill really hates her. Oh, dear God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Gavin Newsom hasn't raised a finger. Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania, nobody. And after numbnuts, Elmer Fudd, Tim Pon Alley, forget it. And what about this? What about Slappy, her husband? Slappy, and did anybody did anybody think to say, hey, can we hire, I don't know, an investigator to see if there's any dirt on her? Apparently not. Apparently that would have made sense. You know how that goes. Nobody cares about making any sense. But I digress, dear friends. My point is simply this. Joe Rogan does not need her. Joe Rogan should do the following. Joe Rogan could say, just like I think Mike Tyson would say this, I would hope, if he were ever to get the chance to box me in a full-throated actual fight. And I met Mike Tyson one time. He's a very nice gentleman. I think Mike Tyson would say very nicely, he would say, I cannot do this because I will kill this man. I will kill him. I don't want to be looking at a prison sentence. My abilities are so bestial, so savage, so good, so pugilistic, so vital, so targeted, so homicidal, so delectably and inexplicably predatory that I will kill this man. So I can't do that. That's what Joe Rogan's got to do. Joe's got to say, I can't do this. I can't put her or anybody else through this. I cannot put her in a position. You don't understand. I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm too good at this. I'm Joe Rogan. I talk for 2.5 hours on pyramids and licking hallucinogenic toads in the Amazon. You don't understand this. I have an intellectual curiosity, an insatiable curiosity, a stamina that is heretofore not seen in the real world. And if I were to expend any time of effort with this nincompoop, this numbnuts, it would be probably on the verge of something that would require maybe some type of Amnesty International human rights investigation. It would be that brutal. So that answers that. Listen, this thing is over. What she should do, listen to Uncle Lenny, the best thing I can advise her to do, believe it or not, is to just go away. Just sit this out and let other people talk for her, hope that Trump does something really bad. Because every time Kamala opens her mouth, or Mr. Jazz Hands, it gets worse and worse and worse. Thank you, my friend, for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to me. Do me a favor, please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, I beg, beseech, importune, and ask that you comment as you see fit.